I am here with Bill, who is the store owner of Play It Again Sports here in Los Alamitos, California. Bill, can you tell us a little bit more about the store and the products you carry?
Yeah, our store is a very baseball-focused store. We cater to a lot of the leagues, a lot of the players, a lot of the travel teams, from baseball, fast pitch, high school ball.
And how did you come across PowerNet?
Well, a couple years ago, we were carrying a different brand, and we were loyal to that brand. We did a lot of product with that brand, and it came to our attention there was something new on the market. We started looking at it, and the product we thought was better, was different, was new, and frankly, not everybody out there had it, so we brought it on board to try and pioneer the market with it, and it's done really well for us.
Now, do you remember your first order?
I do. We brought in a lot. We don't like to go halfway in anything we do here, so I think we brought in about 24 just to start with.
Wow.
We lined them up right up here on the floor in the front, and they sold within 2 weeks. It was amazing.
What does your average order now look like?
Our average order now is a lot more than just the one 7x7 net. We've upgraded to the DLX net. We're carrying all the heavy balls. We're carrying the 5x5, the pitch through, the tees, the sandbags even, replacement nets, everything that would go into taking care of anybody that bought this product, we carry it here.
And how would you describe the quality of PowerNet?
It's got a 1-year warranty on the net, on the frame. It holds up really well. We've had, like I said, very few issues. I do recall one where we had a net that had a little, there's something wrong with it. The customer brought it back in. We gave him a brand new one, and he walked out the store with a brand new box. PowerNet took care of us on the other side of it. There's no problems at all. Super easy.
Now, we do work with various MLB players. If we were to get one to come here to your store, how would you feel about that? Do you think it would increase the traffic that?
Absolutely. If you could do that, that'd be fantastic. I mean, anything like that we love. We're a community-based business. We like bringing new things to the community. Bringing things like, or people like MLB players in would be amazing. I mean, I think the kids would line up and they'd love to see them, and I know it'd be a nice way to promote our business and also promote PowerNet.
Now, when you see customers, parents, coaches, getting any of the PowerNet gear, what are some other items that they tend to add to their purchase?
So in the last year or so, we've seen just a huge increase of the heavy ball, not just the one red one, but we're seeing the various weights and the sizes. That's been probably one of the most popular items in the last, at least 12 months, longer than that.
And do you think PowerNet's price point has a lot to do with the affordability for parents and coaches?
I think so. The PowerNet is it's priced right. It's not the lowest one on the market, and that's not a bad thing. It's a quality product and it holds up really well. If it was too cheap, I'd be worried. I think the price point has a lot to do with it. It's very affordable.
So how PowerNet competes against other competitors, in your opinion, from what you've seen?
We don't carry anybody else's brand anymore, so that should say a lot. We used to carry 2 or 3 different brands, and I'd stack them up here and watch which one sold first, and it was always, to see that PowerNet would run out first.
So how are baseball training aids in general doing at your store?
Baseball training aids are growing at a really rapid pace for us.
Okay.
More and more kids are playing. These things haven't been available for years. There's new kids coming in all the time, and the fact of the matter is all these kids don't have someone to play catch with, don't have someone to play ball with, and this product allows them to do that on their own or with somebody else.
And how does PowerNet fit into that?
PowerNet is a key part of the whole thing. Without PowerNet, honestly, I don't think we would have invested as deeply in the inventory. We wouldn't have cared as much, and we wouldn't have tried as many things from anybody else. The quality of that 7x7, which started this whole thing, really was so good that we continue to invest more and carry more and bring more products to their customers.
Thank you so much for your time. We really appreciate it.
Thank you for coming over. I appreciate you letting me talk about the product. We love PowerNet. Our customers love PowerNet, and we're looking forward to another great year selling PowerNet.
Alrighty.
Thank you. So we were a big bonet company beforehand, and pretty loyal. I get involved with the brand. I stick with the brand, so I'm very brand loyal. And all of a sudden, we started, hearing about the product at league level and different places. And I thought, man, we better do something like before they sell direct to the leagues, because they're going to be, really hurting. So I got a hold of Greg, and we started talking, and at that point, the only net you guys had back then was the 7x7. which was the most common net on the market. The big mouth one was basically that in the 7x7. And then we brought that in, and then Greg, brought us out other things, and I kind of said use this as a test market, try different things with us, and he was really good about it. He said, look, if it doesn't sell, we'll bring it back. It's no big deal. So we brought in the A-frame, and it did fairly well. Oddly enough, when Steve walked in, he saw it. He was like, "Wow, that's kind of cool. I've never seen that before." Well, we've had it here for a long time. We had it set up out front. In fact, we had one set up out front that I just kept as our demo unit, and we kept it out in the rain and the sun, and I'd put like a label on it that said, "This has been out in the sun now for 12 months or 8 months or whatever," and people want to buy it. I said, "No, that's what they look like after you've totally neglected them for a good year. This is how well they hold up."
That's cool.
And we'd still have people coming in, and like people are still. It's kind of like the whole Kleenex versus tissue thing. People come and say, I need a bow net. Like, we don't sell bow nets. We sell the power net. Well, I want a bow net. Well, the power net's a better net. So we don't sell the bow net. We sell the power net.